Welcome to humanity. This is our one.
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
I can't call it. Remember, that's not me.
She's just so white. I like small butts and I cannot lie. You honkies can't deny.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
You are listening to Ken Norton on Fight Net Radio. And I've been thinking that I would come out of retirement just to knock out Lee Honey.
Hi everyone, welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche. I just moved the computer up higher to pick up the old Starbucks Reno reception. So if it goes a little crazy for all of you listening, I am in front of a lovely Starbucks in the lovely city of Escondido. Andrew Labouche, Lee Honish, bringing you our reaction to today's press conference regarding Tyson Fury and Deontay Bomb Squad Wilder. Well, here's my initial reaction after listening to it. Jimmy Lennon is a moron. Can we start right there? That's the first voice I heard.
Okay.
He actually read, so he was reading his script, right?
Go on.
Right? And he did that whole pay-per-view. He actually said PPV, pay-per-view. Am I being too hard on Jimmy Lennon Jr.?
I think you're being a little bit too hard. There was a lot more going on than PPV.
Next up, I'd like to bring up the WBC representative. Who is it? Pepe Suleiman? Is that who it was? Pepe Suleiman, the half retarded third cousin, I guess. I don't. Who is Pepe Suleiman or whatever the fuck his name was? Okay, I would like to talk about the heavyweights. There have been a lot of heavyweights in the heavyweights who've had a WBC belt that have been heavyweights. So we've had a lot of heavyweights through the WBC that have been heavyweights and heavyweights champion. You think I'm kidding? Go back and count the number of times he says heavyweight in his little 5-minute spiel of stepping on his dick. Here's an idea, Pepe, or whatever your name is.
Someone didn't prepare.
Yeah, maybe you should write some notes, asshole. Next up, fans, I'd like to introduce to you one of the many promoters of this event. We have 40 of them, so let's get started. Our first up is Lou DiBella of DiBella Entertainment. No, he did Deontay Wilder. Next up was, did they go with Frank Warren? Frank Warren, to me, is always funny.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all, this is going to be a great fight. I'm really happy to be supportive of this.
All right, dude, when you're down at the dock or whatever, throwing crates in your spare time. Like, I can't even believe his voice is the voice of that of a promoter. I expect my promoters to sound like lawyers, not mob figures from England. And don't get me wrong, Lou DiBella sounds like typical New York boxing promoter. He's just as fucking bad, right? Right? So they play up their guys. They make the introduction. The introduction for Frank Warren goes to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury gets up on stage, and apparently he's high as a fucking kite. Like, I get he's high on life, all right? I'm not shitting on the guy. He's dropped 100 pounds. He's had a great camp. He's got a 12-year-old as his coach. I've watched the whole thing, all right? I want to be all fired up for Tyson Fury, but he's got literally the most inexperienced boxing coach ever in a heavyweight fight, Andrew. Ever. He's literally trusting everything to a guy who helped him get sober.
But I think they're also, that's why they brought in Freddie Roach for this fight, Lee.
They only brought him in for the last couple of weeks.
Freddie
He hasn't been out here, but what, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe?
He's been with Freddie for 4 weeks. He's been in L.A. for 9. He was out there for 9 weeks in Southern California.
I don't know, Andrew. I want to be on the Tyson Fury train. But, fortunately, Lou DiBella, who comes off talking like I'm going to rub these fucking guys out if the fight doesn't go correctly. You know, we've had a lot of heavyweight championship fights. What the fuck is up with this sentence that everybody keeps saying? We've had a lot of heavyweight championship fights with a lot of heavyweights. You know, Pepe over there was talking about it, and that British guy, you know, Warren, whatever the fuck his name is. You know, we're just lucky enough to have this kid that we've had since the Olympics. We've had a piece of his life. We got a hit out on his kid. He's going to win, or we're going to rub him the fuck out. I'd like to introduce the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder gets up. Am I wrong? Isn't that what that fucking thing sounded like? Fucking craziness. And then Deontay gets up there. Bro, you've been boxing since you were 18. Did you go to school at all? Like, he is so all over the place. I'm going to whoa. You're going to what? You're going to whoa. What's whoa? What's whoa, bro? What's whoa? Tell me what the whoa is. Okay? He's going to whoa with that dude from a smaller country. By the way, geography asshole, you think a guy who beat the biggest star in Europe comes from a smaller country than the United States. You are the most dumb motherfucker on the planet. Big shout out to Paul Cuff and all our friends over in Europe. Fuck, dude, that makes you sound stupid. He comes from a tiny place. He's got to come over here and fight me. No, he doesn't. No, actually, he doesn't. He'd probably get a fight with Anthony Joshua if he didn't get the fight with you. I'm just telling you how it is. You jumped on that train because you... I don't want to break it down to Deontay Wilder, and big shout out to Kelly King. Deontay Wilder needs this fight. Needs it. Gotta have it. Gotta have this fight. He's gotta have this fight. He needs credibility. And that's why he can't get Anthony Joshua $100 million figures. That's the reality. Okay, we can all dress this fight up until we're black and blue in the face. Tyson Fury had to get his collective shit together. He is the lineal champion. They are fighting for that shitty WBC belt. That doesn't mean dick, if you want my humble opinion. Anthony Joshua's got all the belts. Those are the ones that came off of Fury. Those are the ones that are important. Deontay hasn't fought anybody. And if everybody tells me one more time to go watch the Luis Ortiz fight, which I did this past weekend, he has done nothing to impress me. The only thing he's impressed upon me is his lack of English skills. I went through tiles and tibulations. Tiles and tibulations. You said tiles and tibulation, and you're going to whoa. Have you watched the 24/7 on this thing at all?
Yes, I did.
I'm not going to shit on the dude's family, but his wife doing the whole, well, there's two Deontay Wilders.
Oh,
there's Deontay Wilder, and then there's the Bronze Bomber. What does that mean? What, he's a split personality? Like he just turns it on when he goes to the ring after he pets his baby on the head? Like a pet? Like that's what he does. He's playing with it like it's a toy. I mean, I'm not shitting on the dude. I guess it's great that he's into his family and all, but what the fuck, bro? Okay, Andrew, you asked me to watch the videos and to be completely up to date on the fight. That is my complete feelings on everything I saw. What did you see?
I thought Tyson Fury won today in the press conference. It seemed like he humbled Deontay Wilder at the end there. And I'm not talking about when shirts came off and corner.
Like Deontay lost his shit at the end when Tyson called his bluff. He's like, you don't have this. Yeah,
You're
right.
fake.
You're fake.
You're fake.
You need me.
Yeah, the sunglasses.
Right. He called it out exactly as it was. You're fake. You haven't fought anybody, and you need me. I'm doing you a favor to come over here and knock you out.
Yep. And he also, you've said it. We said it earlier. This fight was hijacked by Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury called Deontay Wilder while he was in the middle of negotiations with Anthony Joshua and hijacked the fight, coming in at a lower price. It's estimated that he's only going to make $8 million when they were offering Anthony Joshua $50. And I think the PBC, Al Heyman, Deontay, this guy gives us the same exposure, if not more, and $42 million less than the other guy. Let's get it. Yeah, this is a good one. Got him. And it could be that it was actually Tyson Fury that got them. One, Tyson Fury saying he doesn't.
Uh-oh.
And gone. And he's going to stick it to Joshua, who I think he really wants. I don't think Fury respects Deontay Wilder as a fighter. I think he respects him as a man. He knows he has heart. He gets in there. He gives it his all. But Deontay's missing a lot in the ring. And to be one of the best professional fighters, boxers in the world, you need a lot of what Deontay's missing. And I know everyone, like Lee said, wants to point back to the Luis Ortiz fight. It's a great win for him. Look, I had him not winning that fight, and he did, so he proved me wrong. But also what Lee said, there was nothing to be impressed besides the power. Okay? And I think Wilder just Wilder, because obviously his coach is inexperienced. Excuse me. I think Fury's seen that and jumped all over it. There's too many flaws to let that fight go to Anthony Joshua. If I get in here, I take Wilder out, take his belt, immediately everyone in the world is going to think Fury is now, if they don't already, he's again the lineal champion. He's back. And now he runs the tables with Anthony Joshua. So Wilder and them might have made a mistake taking this fight. We said it when it first got announced. But he had nothing else he could do. He was not going to get the Floyd Mayweather type money that he's demanding. I know he likes throwing out, oh, they turned me down, but stop it. We've all seen now that Anthony Joshua has made about $45 million in ticket sales per fight on average. Deontay Wilder and them, they haven't even announced they sold out this fight, and it's for the lineal championship of the world. There is a big here in star power, and they had nowhere else to go. So going into the look, I'm going to give Deontay a lot of credit for today's press conference. This is a guy who's he's young in the sport. He's young to this superstar level. He owned the microphone as good as he could. He carried it. I know some of it was BS. It sounded like he was just repeating the same shit over and over. But we don't see too many Americans that can hold a press conference the way Deontay Wilder did today. So I give him about a B, a flat B on today's press conference. I think if he was to win and he sharpened up his skills behind the microphone, the guy could really start selling tickets here in America because he does have the character to do it. The problem is, Lee, does he have the skills to be one of the best? And I've done a lot of studying this week. I watched the fights over because you know what, Lee, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not happy that the odds here in America still have Deontay a favorite. It scares me. Kelly King, I'm talking to you. It scares me. But I'm going to tell you why I believe this happened. The fight is in L.A. I believe if this fight was in Las Vegas and they knew a shit ton of fans from the UK were about to fly into Las Vegas and put $20 million on Fury.
Yes. Did I lose you?
Well, rightly, because now...
You're cutting out. There you are.
They're betting on the American champ, and Vegas is going to get more money out of him because he's the favorite. And if he loses, they keep it. That's the only thing I could come up with, Lee, when I'm looking at the odds. On paper, when you check the boxes, when you look at everything both fighters